I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. Accumulating snow remains possible until mainly midnight for central and west areas along and west of Highway 183 as weakening low pressure tracks to the east. Most of the snow accumulation should range between 1 and 4 inches, just some trace amounts farther east in central areas. Dry weather takes hold for tomorrow through Wednesday with a ridge of high pressure. After highs in the mid-30s to around 40 today, highs tomorrow and Wednesday warm into the 40s to the low 50s. Ahead of our next system, many locations likely to reach 70 for the first time on Thursday, with most highs in the 60s to the low 70s. Rain and thunderstorms are a possibility for Thursday night through Friday night. Due to the track of the storm, any rain or snow amounts expected to be on the light side. A ridge of high pressure ushers in a dry weekend and highs in the 60s to low 70s by Sunday. In our long-term forecast, Nebraska temperatures are likely to be mostly slightly cooler than normal, while Kansas temperatures are indicated to be mostly seasonal the first 9 days of April. Early April highs in central Nebraska are typically in the upper 50s to the low 60s, with average overnight lows in the low 30s. Nebraska and Kansas precipitation is predicted to be mostly near normal this weekend through April 9th. Areas along and south of I-70 in Kansas will see slightly lower precipitation chances this weekend through early next week. Key weather factors impacting the markets include an active weather trend in the U.S., slow snowmelt in the northern plains, and isolated rains in central Brazil. Lingering rain and thunderstorms across the southern U.S. come to an end by the middle part of this week. Late in the week, a storm tracks across the central plains and Midwest. Snow may accumulate from parts of Nebraska and South Dakota into the upper Great Lakes. The northern plains and Canadian prairies were dry and cold this past weekend, a limit to their snow melt. Snow this week may add to the snowpack towards South Dakota. The risk of significant flooding in the northern plains is increasing for when temperatures turn higher, possibly abruptly. Heavy rain and locally severe thunderstorms should return across the southern U.S. and lower Midwest later this week. Across the Midwest, the wetter conditions in most areas are resulting in a slow start to field work. Little or no precipitation falls across the southern plains this week. For the southern plains, many wheat areas continue to be missed by substantial rain or snow, especially in west areas of the southern plains where conditions remain grim. Central Brazil's wet season rain is more isolated and forecast to remain that way through next month, leaving some concern for enough available soil moisture for developing second crop corn. In southern Brazil, though, rainfall could be increasing. Argentina's heavy rains last week were not enough to turn the conditions around for corn and soybeans that are severely damaged by heat and dry weather. Rain chances are increasing for Argentina going into next month, but any rain is likely too late to overcome the crop damage as fall harvest gets closer. With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.